What if I told you that one of the big communication fields, one that involves complicated and sensitive material, doesn't follow or have any professional guidelines? Would you be surprised? I was when I started researching science communication ethics for my thesis topic. In fact, it made me decide that I want the main focus of my thesis to be directly on the relationship between science communicators and ethics in Canada. When my search literally yielded no results, I was especially intrigued. So now you may be wondering, what's so important about the ethics of science communicators? I want you to think about public relations and the ethical issues involving the public and how to deal with those. Perhaps you're even remembering oil spills, environmental disasters, or fraudulent vaccination studies. Next, add in complicated science material, such as the Hadron Collider behind me, healthcare issues, such as vaccinations, environmental issues, and hard science. Finally, mix in a communications professional who is stuck between the ethics of science and the ethics of communications, both of which are extremely different, and tell them to make an ethical decision without a guideline. And what do? They use their intuition. So what do you do when you have to start from nothing? You start with what you know. So knowing that science communicators currently aren't using a professional guideline to make their ethical decisions, I decided to test their level of moral reasoning as a base point. My study is using the work of theorist Lawrence Kohlberg and applying it to the current science communication ethical situation that I just described. Kohlberg was famous for his work in psychology, measuring the moral reasoning of children and adults, and applying it and categorizing them based on their level of moral reasoning. Kohlberg has 6 levels of moral reasoning, with most people ranging from a level 3 or 4. So the big question ends up being, so what? What does this all mean? With the cross-Canada testing of science communicators currently working in different fields, I hope to gain a general level of moral reasoning for science communicators to assist in the future research in this area. More research can lead to more ethics, more discoveries, and aid in the future of the ethics of this field. Science communicators make science accessible, but they have to be able to do so ethically. Thank you.